Today, I wanted to share a strategy that you can use to get access to public figures, super high profile individuals that would be really hard to get your foot in the door with if you approach them directly. And if we rewind back to 2015, this is a strategy that worked, that enabled me and Jack Murray to go over to Miami and get interviewed by Grant Cardone on a show called Power Players. And the strategy is very simple. It's building a relationship and becoming a trusted resource or credible resource to one of their right hand men or women. So through that mutual connection, you actually open up the door and get in through what I call the back way, as opposed to going the front way, which is trying to contact them when they get hundreds, if not thousands, of people doing that every single day. You get introduced and edified as someone that's worth talking to. So what you can do is jump on LinkedIn, and I'll use Grant as an example since they were talking about him. And if you type in Grant Cardone, you can go to his profile. And if you go to click on Grant's company, this is going to open up the opportunity that we're talking about. So if I click on Grant Cardone Enterprises, you'll see here 103 employees. If you click on that tab, you're going to get a list of every single person that works in that company. So you can look for someone that's going to have access to Grant on a high level, and you can also cross-reference his social media to see who's showing up in his videos and his posts, and find someone that's going to be far easier to connect with. Send that invitation, and then with a no strings attached, open up that conversation, that door with them, to the point where you've got something that could add value to Grant, that could make him more revenue, get him on something that he wants to be on, can build his brand. So when you're doing this strategy, it's a long term. You're going to invest a few weeks, if not months, into building the relationship with the trusted advisor. But when you have something that's going to add value to someone like Grant, and ultimately is going to make them more money, increase their brand reach, whatever it is, so something that's going to do wonders for them, then that's when you go into the person that you've built the relationship with and say, hey, do you think Grant might be interested in this opportunity? And see what they say. And if they say, yeah, I think it is, do you mind running it by him? And we could tee up a quick Zoom or chat to see what we think. So for us, it was getting Grant exposure in the Australian market. Back then in 2015, not many people in Australia knew who he was, and one of his missions was to get 7 billion people in the world to know his name. And we said we could be a conduit to start getting his name known in Australia through what we were doing at the time. So that was our angle, and that opened up the doors, and we were able to go on the Power Players show, and he interviewed us, not the other way around, which was a really special experience. So there's a little strategy for you. You can make a list of some of your heroes, some of the people that you've always wanted to meet or get access to. Go find people that are connected to them, that are employed by them. Build that relationship purely from a value add and a give standpoint, to the point where you do have an offer that they can take to your target hero, or that person that you're looking to get your foot in the door with, that's going to add immense value to their life, their business, or something like that. So it's worthwhile taking to them to open up that door to have a conversation or move forward with the opportunity. I hope this strategy was helpful. It's a backdoor way, of course, and a little bit of time investment and effort on your part, but I think it's pretty cool and worth sharing. As always, hit the subscribe button. We'll be dropping a LinkedIn strategy video twice a week. And if you've got any questions, put it in the comments below. We'd love to answer them.